Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back.
Inzaghi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
And this is Inzaghi.
Oh, great feat, that. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's in one-on-one. Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. Terrific effort! No, not the best of headers. Pirlo. Matteus. Bonucci. That's a pretty loose pass. Lobotka, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Pato. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nedved powering forward here. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Pato. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Inzaghi, and he was quick to react. Aimed at the far side. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Eto'o is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. It's Inzaghi! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Pato. Nicked it back promptly. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Nedved. And Matteus. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And here's Kaka. Decent chance!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Lovely. Now then. Ribery. And for the first half, that is that. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And we get things going again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And it's Ribery. Now it's Thuram. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nedved. Pirlo, played out to the left flank. Can he latch onto this? Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Darone. Oh, they can break here. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Pato being hounded, manhandled at times. And he shoots! We've got a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
That's good play. Nicely weighted ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Pato going after that. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Pirlo. Knocks it out wide. Kaká! Fantastic from Kaká! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And the pass is intercepted, and he's managed to get free. And Ribery! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Well, what a waste that one is. Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Picked out brilliantly. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Looking for the run. Well timed, excellent interception. Pato. That's good running with the ball. Eto. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well played. So that's it. It is all over. Milan have done it. The perfect outcome. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. The great Samuel Eto'o, Jim. One of Africa's all-time greats.
Easily amongst the best ever, Peter. Powerful, prolific, pure class. There wasn't a defender in Europe who didn't fear this guy.
Plays a sharp little ball here, and that is a little undercooked. Neymar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's on it. Can he get away? Busquets. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Goal!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played out towards the right wing. Pass is just off target.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Cross to the back. He's rising! Oh, crossbar! Neymar opts for safety. Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And this is Forlan. That's a lovely, neat pass. Koku did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And he's going to have his name taken. Well read, nice interception. Neymar. Azar. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He's having a hit! Magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Brazil restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Can he spark a counter here? And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And so we're off again. Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Azar, who can single-handedly make a difference. Busquets. And it's Neymar. Thinks about the shot. Picked out brilliantly. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! No, he's missed it.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. Marcelo in towards the back stick. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the shot! Straight at the keeper.
Marcelo simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance for me.
Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Baresi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, important interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now, can they get him away? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Aim forwards. That is good alertness. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Forlan. Aimed beyond the defence, and he was quick to react. Nedved. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rijkaard. And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaint. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stop running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question...
Hello! He's beaten the keep. There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Ronaldo at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Al Nassr finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, that's delightful. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Diouf. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He's having a good look here. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Goals! They want to be quick to recover this. That's a cute ball.
Al Nassr really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Aimed beyond the defence. That is ended up in no man's land. It's Eto'o! Sensational from Eto'o! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are purring, truly purring. Oh, that was sharp, deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Ferdinand. Cocu. Dembele. Rooney can so cleverly bypass the press. Gerrard. Diouf. Diouf! Delicious from Diouf! About as smooth as it gets. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Al Nassr are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there. A few seconds.
Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Pirlo with a real chance here. Pirlo! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Cocu. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. And no surprise, that's a booking. Van Bouten. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Rooney. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Brazil leading, but only just 2-1 the scoreline. And here is the first touch of the second half. Brazil come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Nesta. Over to the other side. And Marcelo. And it's Vitinha. And here's Eto'o. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Eto'o being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Vitinha. Out towards the flank. That's going across. Terrific effort! And there's a goal! 2 to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And it's Cruyff. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Cruyff. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. So now the difference is 3. Timber. Kimmich. This looks promising. Now it's Batistuta. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe. Some intricate pass. Can he finish? Al Nassr with the corner. They're first. And that has been cleared. He'll try from distance! And here's Dani Olmo. Elects to cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And that will be it. Brazil really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Raul, Cantona, and this is real chance! And that was struck with genuine force.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that should get the job done. He's going for goal! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he doesn't half hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
And that has been cut short. And it's been played through. He'll try from distance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Argentina really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Raul threads one in, and this is Raul. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. This for 1-0. One 0, just one winner. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Argentina penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
A probing pass. And that's a nicely shaped ball. He's got away. And Batistuta! Batistuta! Glorious! A finish of true class. And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Argentina are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Argentina are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And here's Batistuta.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, super ball! Batistuta! No, he's missed it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Eto'o. Now that's well seen too. And he's intervened well there. And here's Pirlo. And he thumps it clear. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Hernes. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Batistuta. Now he's had it taken off him. Knocks it into space. And here's Raul. It's Raul! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well? There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
That is ended up in no man's land. Marcelo tries to play it through. Hazard picks it up out wide. Great vision. Stood up well to him there. Argentina can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on...
Dembele! Oh, what has happened here? Eto'o? And he's quick to get rid. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Nesta.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players...
It's Eto'o! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pirlo plays it short. That is a brilliant interception. Batistuta. Ferdinand. And this is Eto'o. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Looking for a runner. Ferdinand cuts out the pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Raul. Taken back almost at once. And here's Eto'o. Can he get on the end of this? Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Marcelo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Hernes. The final 5 minutes.
Hernes really was well marshalled there because he was...
Oh, he's been caught and the shot! And there's his goal! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Brazil give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Raul. Check gets his hands on it, and the danger. The whistle's gone, and the game is over. Brazil can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They came. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Owen. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Owen. Hullet thinks about the shot. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Messi, driving through the middle. And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, important interception. Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Thuram. Brazil
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
He's had a shot! Oh, what? And again! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Gerrard. Beckenbauer. No, that's been intercepted. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. That is good alertness. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ah, good steal. He just read it. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Nesta. Pull it. Gerrard. Owen. That's a shade optimistic. Azar. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Cruyff. And it's Koku. To Azar. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Driving on and making good progress. Azar. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And we are back underway.
Brazil have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Gerrard. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Gerrard.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Owen. He's being urged to shoot. Plenty to aim at here. No way through, so back it comes. Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Brazil can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he's managed to get free. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Beckenbauer clears without hesitation. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Aimed beyond the defence. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Knocks it into space. Albert Ferrer. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he tries a shot! It
It's a goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Brazil have broken through. It's 1-0.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off?
Beckenbauer. Real chance! Oh, has another go! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is. Well, our first story of the day, and it's a big one. The skipper, to start by doing that, has given everyone a fright, and I think himself too.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Nesta. Ferdinand. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. No, that's been intercepted. Ferdinand. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Koku. Oh, nicely intercepted. Brazil very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Pass is just off target. That's really well cleared. Dani Olmo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goes for a shot! Shevchenko gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Shevchenko. Now it's Dembele. And they will happily settle for the corner. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Brazil
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position. Eto! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
They've played it short. Brazil given another corner. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And here's Pirlo. Aimed at the far side. Beckenbauer with the clearance. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper. Brazil really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Beckenbauer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chance, surely! Goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinct.
So, a temporary halt to the action.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Brazil looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half. Pirlo. Iniesta. Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo. Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This their second corner of the game. Iniesta gets it away. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Timber. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Azar, very much a man of this moment. Looking for the run, and he's cut it out. No, again there's no way through. And here's Shevchenko. Now the ball in. Gets his head on it! And it's there! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And here's Inzaghi. Can he get it through? Brazil are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Oh, what has happened here? Cross needs to be good. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nesta gets across to intercept that. Now, can they get him away? Nicely aimed pass. That's been cut out, well played. Kagawa. Now it's Shevchenko.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that is a little undercooked. Cruyff quietly revving up. And it's Kagawa. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Brazil really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does.
Eto'o! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Engages and forces him off the ball. Thuram. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Eto'o. Kimmich. Now it's Bale. He has found the way through. Koku, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Eto'o. And this is Eto'o. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Hazard. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Edmilson couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, super ball. They want to be quick to recover this. Out towards the flank. Delivers with... Goes for a shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's Eto'o! Sensational from Eto'o! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're threatening to fly away here. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
This their second corner of the game. That's a good run down the left. And he lines up a header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi picks it up out wide. Juve. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that is well cleared. It's a throw-in. And the referee says that is that for the first half. How would you review the first half?
Brazil really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Brazil looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. Away we go again. Neymar.
Oh, really well played.
And he's managed to get free. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's good. Girassi! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Messi. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Messi. Some intricate passing looking. It's Asa! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Hazard. And here's Eto'o. So we've reached the hour mark. And that's gone loose. Bale was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Bale. And that's a good ball. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Filippo Inzaghi. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar.
Brazil are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
That's a good ball. Tries to play it through. And here's Bale. Marcelo gets across to intercept that. Nicely weighted ball. And claimed it back swiftly. Kachu! And it's Neymar. And he shoots! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Eto'o. And this is Hazard. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running. That's that, the end. Brazil are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Eto'o claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very... Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So, a breakthrough already. It's Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Towering header! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And it's played forward. Showing great feet there. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's quick to get rid. Clipped into space. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stojkovic. Oh, that is a Rice!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Knocks it out wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now here's the... Oh, great leap!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He has a look up. Real chance! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Syria are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That's been cut out. Well played. Thuram. Pepe. He's found a way through. And that's been slipped through. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Thuram. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Azar, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Marcelo deals with that comfortably. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down...
Goes for a shot! Brazil, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And this is Eto'o. Stam did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. This looks promising. Played in by header! Caught offside that time.
Syria are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much trap.
Shoots! They want to be quick to recover. Oh, what has happened here? Has crossed into the middle. And he's there to deal with it. And here's Eto'o. Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Passing is crisp and sharp. Azar. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Rice. Rice running with the ball. Pass is just off target. Taken back almost at once. Passing nice and neat. And the finish! Sensational from Eto'o! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Eto'o. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's another good win of the ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. Schneider. He's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Shot a goal! And again! And that's a good finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Brazil making further changes here and in quick succession. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He's free, he has got space. Rice. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Brazil cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply